Hi, this is Nichole Ohrablo. Today we're making green juice, some alkalizing greens to balance off all of that bodybuilding, muscle building protein. It also gets tons of nutrients in there, oxygenates all of your cells. This is awesome stuff. It tastes fantastic, gives you a phenomenal energy boost. So we're gonna make green juice, and with the leftover pulp, we're actually gonna waste nothing, and we're gonna use our green pulp, and we're gonna make crackers or flatbreads out of them. These are a little bit on the smaller size. These are the leftovers, but the larger ones are about this big, and you can throw hummus on there, your chicken, your veggies, and make little sandwiches, or you can use these on the side of a meal. This just helps to get some extra nutrition in there, some extra protein if you want to add some like hemp seeds or any of those goodies in there. They're good, they give you flavor, they give you something to crunch and munch on, and we're wasting nothing. Use everything that you have. Use all of the tools that you have at your disposal. That's not just true of your diet and of your nutrition. That's everything. That's on stage. That's in life in general. Use everything that you have. So your green crackers, we're gonna make those too. So this is a Waring Pro centrifuge juice extractor. This is what I use to make my juice, and it's pretty easy to clean. You can throw almost a whole fruit or food, vegetable in there. The pulp goes to the outside in here, and you just scoop that out when you're done, and you can either freeze it and use it for later, or you can just use it immediately for something else. But try not to waste that, because you've got a lot of fiber and a lot of nutrients that are still left in that pulp. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna throw in here, celery. We're gonna throw some cucumber in next. This is organic seedless. If you don't have organic, make sure that you take the peel off on the outside and wash them really good. I'm gonna throw some kale in next. Some fresh organic parsley. Parsley is also known as a great diuretic, natural deodorizer, breath freshener. So we're gonna throw some parsley in. About midway through, I actually like to throw, I only use a kiwi in my green juice. I use one small kiwi. I like to throw half in, that way it starts to kind of mix in with the other greens that we're putting in there. It kind of takes the edge off, but it's not super sweet, so it gives it a really nice flavor. It's a very fresh tasting juice. I was really scared of green juices when I first started, but this is really awesome, and it gives you a lot of energy. Now we're gonna toss in some romaine lettuce. Broccoli stem. It's really hard to juice the tops of broccoli just because they're so leafy, and a lot of it flies to the sides of the juicer unless you have a Vitamix. You're really lucky if you have Vitamix. Flat leaf kale. Before we used curly red kale, so we're going to throw a different kind in. This is the flat leaf if you're new to kale. This is a really good one to start with if you're doing raw veggies or raw lightly steamed kale. Great vegetable to have in your diet. Great on the side with chicken, fish, if you're doing those things too. High in calcium. Awesome vegetable. Curly leaf kale is a little bit more bitter, so I'm used to this now. I like it. There's tons of ways to prepare this, raw or cooked, that it tastes fabulous. But for now, we're gonna stick with our juice, and we'll get to that later. So this is our end result, our green juice. That makes a nice big 16 ounces. Give it a little stir. And I like to always drink mine out of a wine glass because it makes it fancier and everything's more fun in a wine glass. Perfect. So that's your green juice. So this is what you're left with. You've got all this great pulp on the outside from all those greens. And to make your crackers or your flatbreads, you just scoop this out. And if you'd like to add some extra seeds, some chia or some hemp seeds, you can even add oil. Vega oil is great. Their oil blend, it's got a really herby flavor to it. I throw mine in a bowl, kind of mush it together, and blend it in a blender. Once you blended it, pour it out, put it in a bowl, and mash it down with some paper towels. That way you can extract the extra water out of it, and spritz the pan of a food dehydrator, or you can use your oven on a low setting on the warm and just crack the oven open while they dry out. And you just take them, you form squares or rectangles, and just let them dry out. And once they're dry enough that you can flip them over, let that dry out all the way, and then you're left with this really great end product which is really good for making, when you've got the bigger ones, you can make a sandwich on it, you can scoop hummus, or you can just eat them on the side. But this is a great way to not waste all that great nutrition that's left in that juicer. Thanks for listening. This is Nichole Ohrablo. You can reach me at Miss Fitness, MISSFITNS @AOL.com. Please also add me as a friend on Facebook, Nichole Ohrablo, NICHOLE OHRABLO, and add a like to my Nichole Ohrablo Fitness fan page. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to shoot me a message, leave me a comment, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible.